Good evening, fuckers, and welcome to the Wasteland. Throughout the history of video games, there's always been video game myths. After the game's been beat, after everything's been discovered, gamers often have nothing better to do than make up rumors or speculate on further Easter eggs. The Call of Duty Zombies series is no exception to this rule. As a guy who played Nocturne Totem the day World at War came out, I've heard some crazy zombie myths along the way. I know these seem ridiculous now, because we've proved they were bullshit a long time ago. But remember, there was a time when these urban legends had our community in a frenzy trying to solve a puzzle that just wasn't there. This is my tribute to those rumors. This is WLZ's Top 5 Zombie Myths. Number 5, ammomatic machinima. Okay, so the story goes something like this. Xbox users are getting Shinanuma in June of 2009. We're all playing it, having a good old time, and we think we found everything until about a month later. Some guy was going through the audio files for the map and found this shit.
Max ammo machine. Ah, genius.
An ammo machine! What a brilliant idea!
Ammo machine! What a wonderful idea!
Ah! This is a blessing from the Emperor!
Not only that, but he found this image file that contained the texture for the ammo machine. While we spazzed out trying to locate this thing, lots of theories went around. One I remember is shooting Peter off the ceiling and waiting till round 30, but that didn't work. In fact, it just reset the game to round 1. Nothing worked because the machine wasn't actually in there. Treyarch did design the machine and intended to use it on Shinanuma, but decided against it because it would make the map far too easy. I really like this one because it's the only one with really solid evidence behind it, and it could have been real. Maybe someday we will get to use the mystery machine known as ammomatic. Number 4, the Riese help door. So about 2 weeks after Riese dropped on Xbox, someone on the COD forums made a thread about the mysterious help door located next to the furnace. The myth went that if you had 100,000 points and made it to round 35, then you could open the door. The myth went further on to say that there was a buyable ray gun, a wonder waff, monkey bombs, and you guessed it, the ammomatic machine. Why anyone believed this is completely beyond me, and it soon spread like wildfire. False claims popped up all over the place, that so-and-so opened it, and it just got ridiculous. Eventually, like all myths, it was proven false with the power of YouTube and was put to rest soon after. I just love how everyone bought the myth without doing any real research. Number 3, the chain door on Ascension. This one is kinda similar to the Riese one. The myth went like this. After completing the Easter egg on Ascension, if everyone ran to the chain door next to the MPL and shot it with their death machines, the locks would break and the door would open, revealing Samantha. The myth goes on to talk about a PPSH and an AK-47. Here's why I understand this one a little more than the Riese one. Ascension was the first map to feature a full Easter egg, and after the community saw how complicated and out there the Easter egg was, in our minds, anything was possible. A door that opens when you shoot it? Why not? Of course, with the use of no clip, we soon learned it was all bullshit, but it was a fun little thing while it lasted. Number 2, Bus Route B. So we get transit. It's so horrible, it's so boring, and we think, well, this can't be it. So we started noticing something. In the first room, above the map, there's an A route that runs for the daytime, and below it is a Bus Route B that runs at night. Also, there's a poster that says take the bus, and in the sky there are stars, indicating that it's nighttime. Another weird thing people noticed about the poster was that the bus was facing the wrong direction from the bus depot. This was thought to just be an inconsistency in the artwork, but when someone else noticed that on the back of the Black Ops 2 case, the bus was also facing the wrong way, and that was an in-game shot which made the entire community go off the wall like a 5-year-old on a sugar rush. But here comes the real reason I love this one so much. With most myths, the rumor starts, the PC gamers look at the coding on NoClip and tell the Xbox people no, it's not true. After that, the community gives up, accepts facts, and forgets about the myth altogether. But what happened with Bus Route B is amazing. The PC gamers NoClipped the entire map and found nothing. They even went through every last bit of code and told everyone there is no Bus Route B. But for some reason, we carried on about it. Some YouTubers were still making ridiculous false claims about the second bus route.
Basically getting the bus driver's eyes to turn purple. And what I'm about to show you, it's going to take, almost perfect timing, I guess you could say. If you do one thing wrong or you don't do it at the perfect time, you will not get them to say the quote, "nighttime already." And I could not get the quote. I could not find the audio track of him saying it. I would have loved to put it in the video.
Yeah, totally legit. What makes this so great is the fact that even after solid proof that it was bullshit, people still insisted you could find it somehow. Just hilarious. And the number one COD zombie myth is Paris. Okay, so this one isn't really a myth, it's more like an Easter egg that never came full circle. But what makes it amazing is that it's a rumor 5 years in the making. Let's start from the beginning. The rumor mill started churning with talks of Paris upon the release of Riese in 2009. If you go to the mystery box location, nearest a trench gun, and you zoom in behind it with a sniper rifle, you can see an image of Call of the Dead, Kino der Toten, and a picture of a zombie standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. Now, we didn't know what those other maps were at the time, but we recognized the Eiffel Tower, and so the legend of Paris was born. Skip forward 2 years, and we're awaiting the last DLC for Black Ops, and speculation of Paris is being brought up again. As it turns out, we get Moon instead, but find out Paris was planned in its place. If we backtrack a bit, we find that Treyarch has a history of doing things like this, as Kino was supposed to be a 5th DLC for World at War. So we thought to ourselves, why can't Paris be the first map for Black Ops 2, if they're going to recycle it just like they did Kino? When it wasn't, we were again disappointed. Next, in MW3 of all places, there was a mission that took place in Paris, and if you look into a tunnel, there was a graffiti of a little girl holding a teddy bear, which made people think it was supposed to be Samantha. This myth is so huge, it crosses over into an Infinity Ward game. Damn. So June 4th, 2013, a guy named Ben, who you might know gets early information from a source at Treyarch, put out these tweets. In French, they read, "The next DLC is not in France, but the one after it is." With Buried now out, speculation is running rampant once again that we may finally get Paris. I love this myth because it takes on a life of its own. It's almost as old as zombies itself. I really do hope to see this map one day, and that's what makes the myth so awesome. Thanks for watching, and peace out, fuckers.